Now, on to the second of my 3 Thanksgiving game reviews. And that is Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. And as of this past Monday, it is now on the Wii Virtual Console. Now, I didn't play this game much when I was growing up in the 90s, having my Super Nintendo. I rented it like once, maybe twice, but I play it more now than I think I did back then. But I do remember back then that I enjoyed the game a lot, since I was a big Mario fan. Since hearing this last week that this would be coming this past Monday to the Virtual Console, I immediately wanted to buy it. I was like, I need to buy this game. I need to buy it. I was like, I don't know, I can't really express my opinion on that, my opinion on that, but I really wanted to download this game when I heard that it was coming to the Virtual Console. One of the games I really wanted to download for it. Now on to the review. The gameplay, basically it's the exact same thing that the entire series has been going on for now. It's a racing game where you drive karts around a track using power-ups to beat the other racers, your opponents, and whatnot. It's the same exact thing. Although I do think this game was more, you relied more on how you used your powers and how you were able to move around the track than relying too much on your powers. And I think after seeing a lot of people talk about this game for a while now, I think that actually is the point. I think the games have got to the point where you rely a little too much on your powers to help you win, and you get lucky kind of thing. But it's pretty much almost the same thing. The graphics, the presentation of the game, they weren't the best Super Nintendo games. Not the best Mario game graphics on the Super Nintendo either. I do think the Super Mario World was a little bit better than this game. But these games were pretty good graphics for the Super Nintendo time. They weren't the best, but I think they're pretty good for the time it came out. This came out like in '92, so yeah, they weren't the best. But they were still pretty good for the time, like I said. The sound of the game, all the tracks have a lot of good sound. Like, I don't know, the music in this game just is really good. And I think they still use the same kind of music in future games now. And all the characters I think a few characters make noises too. I'm not fully sure. I think they do. No, actually, no, they don't actually. But the tracks do have some really good music. The story game, really this game has no story, but go into the circuits, beat them, that's it. For the 50cc and the 100cc, and in 100cc there's a special track you beat after you beat the Mushroom, Fire Flower, and Star Cups. There's like a special cup too you have to get to. I don't know if there's anything else past that, because I haven't got that far, but I did notice it when I went to the 100cc's. The multiplayer game, I only got to play, I don't remember if I played multiplayer back then, but I played multiplayer now. A few, like one race and one battle game. There's basically a battle mode where you use the powers to beat your opponent, break their 3 balloons. There's a time, and then there's also a time trial, which is also in single player, and then the Grand Prix. And you also can just race a second player. So basically, I think this was a pretty original game since it's the first one in the series, a long series that's spanned all the way to the Wii now. It's a fun game with a challenge. It has decent multiplayer. I think the levels are all fun. It's worth downloading, I'll let you know that. And there's a decent 8-character roster. So pretty much, I give the gameplay a 10 out of 10. The presentation graphics of the game, a 9 out of 10. The sound of the game, a 9 out of 10. The story of the game, an 8 out of 10. And the multiplayer of the game, a 9 out of 10. So I give Super Mario Kart a 9 out of 10.
The game, and now you know just why I came out the super duper with a booster for the paratrooper of the evil Cooper, the duper die.